Hey, so today I'm going to talk about what's the fastest way results with SEO for a family law practice. And let's get straight to it. So the key idea of the video is that if you're just starting out, or maybe your competitors are way ahead of you when you're trying to rank for divorce lawyer in your city. So let's say you're in Los Angeles. Los Angeles has 20 million people living in it, thousands of different law firms offering family law services, and odds are that many of them are way ahead of you. Your competitors have spent or invested hundreds of thousands into their SEO, or some of them may have, and it's a long way to beat them. So what to do then? Should you just quit with SEO and just call it a day and just figure out other strategies? I would say the answer is no, of course, because this is often the situation we have with our clients. Like they come in, they start from almost zero with SEO. They have done little to no SEO before, and they're up against competitors that have been invested for years into SEO and are way ahead of them. So what to do then? And there are specific strategies. And what we usually do, and what I also recommend you as well, is to focus on both. So focus on the main rankings, trying to get the number one position for divorce lawyer or family law attorney in your city, and also to go after longer tail keywords. And what I mean with longer tail keywords is these are keywords like this one here, high net worth divorce lawyer Los Angeles. So divorce lawyer Los Angeles, just with these last four words here, this is a bottom of the funnel keyword. This is a keyword that has huge competition. But if you go after longer tail, and what longer tail means is just keywords that are longer. So people that are typing in longer phrases into Google or ChatGPT to find a more specific result. And if you are going after those more specific questions, more specific search terms, it's much easier to rank for those because there's just less competition there. That's the main idea. And then, like as I said, like you could start focusing on two things. So going after the main keyword, of course, that would working on the sidelines, but you should most of your focus, most of your efforts to go after the long tail keywords just to get the SEO snowball rolling, just to show some proof for yourself that it's working, that it's actually bringing in some leads so that you would, first of all, have more leads, more clients to deal with, and also have a proof of concept that your SEO does actually work and it doesn't take years to rank. That's also one of the biggest issues that you see with most of our clients. Like they try to go after the main keywords with no specific strategy and with a smaller budget because they aren't really sure about SEO, like, and it really worked for them. So they just test the waters with their toe, and the water is cold. So they just take out the toe. Maybe they invested like a couple $1,000. Maybe they did a few blog articles. Maybe they tried to get a few backlinks and it didn't work. It didn't really do anything. So they just figured that SEO isn't worth their time. It's not really a viable channel for them. And then they just moved on to other marketing channels or just kept on relying on referrals. And this is giving an advantage to their competitors who know what they're doing, who know it's a long-term game. But yeah, you don't have to do it. You can just go after the long tail keywords to start getting rankings as soon as possible. So now you get the idea of long tail keywords, how to actually know which keywords to target and where to find those keywords. So I'm going to show you a few examples. And the first one here being like high net worth divorce lawyer in your city. When I said that these keywords are easier to rank for, here's just an example from Ahrefs, which is one of the best SEO tools that you can use to do research on how hard it is to rank for different keywords and what keywords your target audience or target clients are actually typing into Google. So if we look at this keyword here, Los Angeles divorce lawyer, this has a keyword difficulty or ranking difficulty of 43, meaning that you need like 63, according to research, you need 63 referring domains to rank for this keyword. And usually a high quality backlink costs around a couple $100. So let's say $300. So based on this estimation here from this tool, you need to invest around $18,000 to even have the odds of ranking in the top 10. This doesn't give you the number you need to rank in the first position, just in the top 10. Most people are going to choose one of the law firms from the top 3. So you need at least $18,000. But for LA, I can tell you that you're going to need hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest into this keyword. But now if you look at this longer tail keyword, it's longer in terms of words used here as well. So yes, there are less searches, like 40 searches for it only per month, but this is just for this long tail phrase. There are also other similar phrases that you would rank for if you would create a dedicated page targeting this keyword. But yeah, you see the difficulty is a 0. This doesn't mean it's like just publish a page and you will rank immediately, but it's much, much easier. And with the case with this keyword, like this is a high ticket keyword. It's not only long tail, it's also high ticket, meaning you would be getting high ticket clients, people that are wealthy and where the divorce case is going to be more valuable to you as a family law firm. So here's an example of top 10 rankers for the keyword Los Angeles divorce lawyer. And you see here at top, this is from Ahrefs. This isn't from Google, but this is Ahrefs just taking Google's results and giving us some more details about those results. So you see here, there's the local pack. So this is the map rankings that you see if you search for Los Angeles divorce lawyer. So this is what I mean. Los Angeles divorce lawyer, this is the map pack that you can see. It's really hard to get into map pack. I mean, it takes a lot of work and it takes time to rank there. And here you see the organic results. These are the organic listings on Google that you see beneath or below the actual map pack. So this is really hard to rank. Like this keyword is really hard to rank. It's going to take you a lot of time, a long time to rank here. Like I would also estimate that you need to invest at least between $50,000 to $100,000 into having a good odds of ranking for Los Angeles keyword, or for the general Los Angeles divorce lawyer keyword. But then again, it's well worth it as well. Like if you were to rank for it, it would lead into or turn into millions of dollars in potential revenue that you would be earning from just being listed as the top law firm on Google. Here's the same results for high net worth divorce lawyer Los Angeles. And you see there's no map back. So this sometimes happens, which means it's easier to rank from if you're starting from zero. If we look at who are the top rankers, one of the key things here is that if you know the long tail keywords, and this usually means you need to create a dedicated landing page. You need to create a dedicated URL, like a separate page on your site to get this particular keyword. So you see here the top ranker, famlaw.com, they have a dedicated high asset divorce landing page. And all of them do. All top 3 rankers here have a dedicated landing page for high net worth cases. Like the second one here, feinbergwaller.com, they also have a high asset divorce page. And the third one here, levenslaw.com as well, they also have a high net worth clients page here as well. And now if we look at how much traffic this page is generating for the top ranker, it's 345 visitors every month consistently. And they haven't done that much. They just have this page up. It's probably optimized quite well. Like they've written 900 words of content, which isn't that hard to do. And they only have 5 referring domains going to it. So again, like this costs between $1,500 to like a couple $1,000. But like think about it, like it's not that much work. Like it's, I would say at a maximum $5,000 of work. And then it work to this particular page to get to rank number 1 for this keyword and this getting this much traffic. So it's not always as easy, and it might not be as easy for this particular keyword. But the idea here is that if you're targeting multiple long tail keywords, it's quite easy to start getting traffic straight away. So you see this site here in the 4th position. They have a DR or domain rating of only a 2, and they have no links built to their divorce page. And this divorce page isn't even dedicated to rank for high asset divorces or high net worth divorces. You see here another one. These guys here, their DR is a 0, so they're almost a brand new website. And they do have a high net worth page here, and also with no links, they're still getting like 12 visitors every month. So that's like 144 visitors per year. So they're probably getting a few high net worth divorce cases from just having this page, have almost a brand new website with 900 or 800 words on it. So it's not that hard. It's not that difficult. That's where the idea is coming from. It's so much harder to rank for just Los Angeles divorce lawyer. You see here the top rankers, like first of all, there's the local map back, and also the top organic result here has 400 referring domains, which are worth like over $100,000 to get from 0. But here, like you don't need as much. This is just one example. If you go after a lot of these long tail keywords, some of them will not rank at all because it's more difficult to rank as expected, but some of them will rank because it's easier. So it's a numbers game. Let's say if you create 10, 20, or even 50 of these long tail pages, and if you know what you're doing, if you can do at least some minimum keyword research, or I'm going to also show you or give you some helpful resources as well at the end of the video. But yes, odds are that you're going to start to get some traffic from Google going your way, and also start to not just get traffic, but also some cases as well. Now, here are some specific keyword ideas, some general ideas of some long tail keywords. And if you go to the second link in the description, I haven't put it together yet, but I will straight away. The second link in the description is going to be a list of long tail keywords, like a bigger list on Google Sheets. You can just go to it, create a copy of that page, and you're going to get a bigger list of long tail keywords that you could use. You could start using straight away. And I always recommend to use your city as well. So let's say you get this list and you see the keyword like high net worth, which was the obvious one I showed you before. Always add your city as well. So if you're in Seattle, add Seattle. If you are in Dallas, add Dallas, and so on. If you're in Fort Lauderdale, add Fort Lauderdale. So the idea is if you just go after the high net worth divorce lawyer, you're going to rank or you're going to compete nationally, but most of your clients are going to come to you locally. So if you have local modifier, first of all, it's much easier to rank locally then because you're telling Google that you are local or you're relevant to that local area. And also all of your clients are only going to mainly come from your local area anyway. So yeah. First example I have is the high net worth divorce lawyer plus city. So second one is prenup lawyer. So usually with prenups also, it's usually higher ticket because people are more inclined to do prenups. So this is also an interesting keyword for family law attorneys. Another high ticket one is executive divorce lawyers. So these are executives or company owners that are usually looking for a divorce lawyer because they have, again, they also have higher net worths, and because they usually executives, higher net worths, or even company owners, like they own a company. So getting a divorce if you own a company and if you're married, it's much trickier. It's much more nuanced. I have to explain it to you, but yeah, you get the point. So the people are looking for executive divorce attorney, company owner, divorce lawyer, company owner, divorce lawyer. And if you have a dedicated page targeting this keyword and the page is also optimized, put together in a good way, then you will be able to rank for it, especially in your city. So another one, divorce lawyer, free consultation plus city. So if you do offer free consultations, it might be like, it's up to you. Sometimes it might trigger or get too many freebie seekers. So people that are just looking for free consultation and they will become a client of yours. But if you have been successful with offering free consultations and if those consultations actually lead to you signing actual clients, then I would recommend you to create this dedicated page. Because if you create this dedicated page, people are always searching for divorce lawyer plus free consultation plus city. So if you have that page, you're going to get those searches depending on the competition. And yeah, it might lead to a lot of additional clients if the free consultation strategy works well for you. Then another one is divorce lawyer for men, which is and divorce lawyer for women, which is something we've seen work quite often. Always also add your city. Haven't had added plus city to all of them. I don't know why I should have, sorry. But yeah, like people, like especially men, usually look for divorce lawyer for men. And what I mean by that is they're looking for other men, or just like, and same with women, like divorce lawyer for women. People are searching like that. And if you add your city here as well, it's much easier to rank. Now, another one here is, again, like, I don't know if you're interested in it, but a lot of people are searching for affordable family lawyer. So if your unique selling point with your law firm is that your services are affordable, then you should definitely have a page that targets this keyword. I have another video about how to optimize your landing pages for specific keywords. And that's beyond the scope of this video. But the idea here is just to get some ideas going in your mind and just to introduce the idea to you. And also, as I said, like, I'm going to add many more long tail keywords into the second link in the description of this video. So if you're interested in more ideas, just go to the second link and there's a way for you to download those keyword ideas. Another idea with longer tail keywords is that instead of just targeting, again, like the example I have here is Los Angeles, instead of targeting Los Angeles, you should also target the smaller cities. Like Los Angeles has a lot of smaller cities in it, but also if you are in a bigger city, you could target smaller cities within the bigger city, or you could also target suburbs, city areas, the boroughs. So basically all the main ways people call the different areas in your city or in your neighborhood. Because if you do service people from those areas, it's much easier to rank because people are often searching, putting those specific areas or sub-cities or boroughs into Google, like in New York, to Brooklyn, to divorce lawyer, for example, Manhattan divorce lawyer, and these kinds of different locational search phrases that they add to their search to find someone local to them. And if you service people in that area, you would really, really benefit from having a dedicated landing page that targets this particular area. So, yeah, and different areas have different levels of competition. So, Beverly Hills divorce lawyer, 150 searches a month just for this phrase. And again, like when I show you an example of a keyword, this is just this particular phrase. So, this is 150 people are searching every month for Beverly Hills divorce lawyer. A lot of people are also searching for Beverly Hills divorce attorney, which gets another 150 searches. Then divorce lawyer in Beverly Hills, another 100. So the aggregate search volume is actually in the thousands for Beverly Hills. And this is quite, but still, if you do service this area, you still benefit from creating this page. But also there's another example, like divorce lawyer Santa Monica, which is also in LA. If you just create landing pages for all the areas that you service, then you will have much better attracting additional traffic. As an action step, you could just start from, say, 3 areas in your city, boroughs, the neighborhoods that have dedicated names that you do service, and just create landing pages. They have to be unique. You can't just copy and paste content from your main service area landing page. You can even use ChatGPT to rephrase what you already have on your main locational landing pages. You can do that if you want, just as a first step, and then maybe later down the line you can expand on it. You could add some more locational elements to it. And also another thing to mix up is you just add different FAQs to the bottom of the specific locational landing page. The content doesn't have to be 100% unique. It has to be at least over 50% unique to make Google happy. And another idea for long keywords is to use specific keyword ideas for your service types. So use different service types as landing pages. If you're offering family law services consist of so many different things. You have to think to what are the different services that fall under the umbrella of family law. So divorce law, prenup law, child custody lawyer, and then aggregate all those pages and create dedicated service pages, dedicated landing pages for all of those services. So for Los Angeles child custody lawyer, for example, you would have a dedicated landing page that talks about just child custody law, how you're offering, who are your attorneys that deal with this, some FAQs as well, and so on. This page doesn't have to be too long. You don't need to write a blog article. Just like a sufficient page talking about this service, how you're offering it, maybe add some client testimonials as well that are relevant to that child custody law service page. Within it, you just having service type plus your area or city is going to give you a lot of additional service pages that you can create. And these are longer tail keywords as well. And the final example I have here is just, you would benefit a lot from answering common FAQs that people ask, that people tend to ask. So you can just think for 10 minutes, write down on paper or on your computer, whatever, what are the common questions that people ask about your service or about family law? And if you know that people keep asking them from you or from your secretary, from your other attorneys, you can even have a brainstorming session with your other attorneys if you want. So what are the common questions? Write them down and then start writing blog articles about them, answering those questions. So usually I would recommend to create at least 1,000 words, but if you can answer in 300 words, then don't drag it out too long because people don't want to book essays. If they can just get the question in 300 words, just answer in 300 words. But yeah, just write a thorough blog article to answer the person's question. And if you just do these will also start attracting clients to you as well. Because like I have an example here. How much does a divorce lawyer cost in Texas? So if someone is searching for it, like you see here, 150 people are typing this exact sequence of words into Google, and there are many, many other people typing in other sequences. Like how much does a divorce attorney cost in Texas, for example, or not just in Texas, in Dallas, in Austin, whatever. So there are so many different ways you can go about it. One key thing is to always add your location to the end of the question. So in your location, even if it's the same answer in wherever you are in the United States, people are often interested in like how it is in their area because they don't know if it's the same in Texas as it is in Los Angeles. So yeah, always add your location modifier to the end. So in Dallas, in Texas, in Florida, Orlando, whichever makes the most sense. But yeah, this is a really good blogging strategy. And it also it's a numbers game. So if you publish like, I would estimate that like 1 in 5, 1 in 10 blog articles is going to pick up and you're going to get customers from it. And if people find your blog article and if they read the answer, they build a lot of trust with you. And also within the article, this is also something we do for our clients as well. We add call to actions. So, hey, if you found this helpful, maybe you want to get in touch with our attorney here, like our attorney, Lauren. Do you have a picture of Lauren and Lauren's contact information or your secretary's contact information? So you can entice people or you can attempt to get in touch with you. So they read the article, they build trust with your brand because they like the answer. They are grateful because you answered the question they had in detail, maybe with some examples as well. Now you invite them to get in touch with you. Like if it's the logical next step, why wouldn't they? Because now they have someone at least they can trust. They don't know the other law firms. Now they only know you and they build some trust with you because they read the article. So it makes a lot of sense. That's a really good strategy. It's a really good strategy to pick up those searches, to pick up those people that do have questions, to build trust with you, and to get them to get in touch with you. Here's an example as well. So for the keyword, how much does a divorce lawyer cost in Texas? Like the top result here is legal info. They have a really high DR of 80, but the second result here only has a DR of 31. And they have no backlinks built to this blog article. And they were getting 300 visitors every month from this particular keyword. So this one example is actually pretty competitive because we have a DR 80 sitting here. But this is for Texas. Texas is a huge state with a lot of people in it, a lot of people searching for it, and a lot of law firms active there. So maybe in your area it's less competitive, and also there are so many other questions that people have that are less competitive. So that's it for this video. One last thing I wanted to mention is that if you want the list of long tail keywords that I put together for you in a Google Sheet, you can just go to the second link in the description. But the first link in the description of this video will lead you to this page. And these are our offer for family law firms right now. That if you want, you can fill out like 3 questions here, 3 simple questions. And what we will do is we will analyze your website and record a short 10 to 15 minute strategy video about your site, going over like what are the main next steps that we would recommend you to do with your SEO in order for you to get at least 10 to 20 more high value cases a month. So this is a free video. Once we send it over, we're not going to follow up with you unless you want us to. We're not going to bother you. Just hoping to add some value to you. And if you are interested in getting in touch with us, to work with us, then that's fine. If not, no worries at all. As I said, we're not going to follow up with you if you don't want to. Either me or Kati will do the video for you. Kati is our head of SEO strategy, really smart. And we can only do 5 audits per month. So if you're interested, just fill out the form and we will get to you. And also, right now, we only work with one law firm in a specific service area. So if we already have someone in that particular area, we're not going to be able to do the video or to work with you. So that's why it would make sense to get in touch with us. And the video audit will look like this. Usually it's like 10 to 15 minutes. Or if you want to have a call with me, you can still go to the same link and here at the bottom, you can just press on the button here and get in touch with me as well. So thank you. I hope this was valuable. Take care.